Hello everyone, and welcome to my first PC build that I'm going to put online. This is going to be taking my dad's old Pentium 4 and replacing it with some of my older parts. And it really harkens back to an age when Intel and AMD were competing with each other. And, it's probably 7 to 10 years old in terms of technology, or even older. I see IDE looking into the case, so we're going to take a look into this case and see what he's got in it. And then we'll take a look at the parts that I have to replace them with, which are all my old parts.
Alright, so let's take a look inside this thing. The first thing you're going to see is I'm going to point at this Corsair GS600 power supply, which is actually decently recent and probably comparable to maybe some of the newer parts I'm putting in, and maybe even will be the newest thing in this computer. The DVD drive is IDE, which thankfully I have an IDE connector on the new motherboard. The hard drive is SATA, so of course that's got a connector. The graphics card is connected through AGP 8X, which is probably about 1/16 of the power we have now, at least. I'm not going to look up the math, but it's brutally slow compared to PCI Express 3.0. And the processor is an awesome Pentium 4 with hyperthreading. You can't get a Pentium with hyperthreading anymore, kids, so check it out. This thing down here is some weird USB port thing. I have no idea what it is. It's connected up to the motherboard somehow and a power connector. Now let's flip on over to the back of the case. We see some lovely PS2 ports for both the mouse and keyboard. There's a SPDIF out and a serial port for a printer or some such device. There's a VGA connector and looks like 4 USB, either 1.1 or 2.0 ports, and the audio connectors on the back of this motherboard. The video card has some standard DVI connections and a component connection, and the sound card connectors are down here as well. And there's that strange USB card I was talking about earlier. Now looking at the front of the case, we've got 2 USB 1.1 ports on the front, and 2 audio connectors, the DVD drive, and a dusty fan. And that's pretty much it on the front of the case. I hope you've all enjoyed me using my booger picking finger to point everything out so far, as we head on over to part 2, Disassembly.
That is extremely stuck in there.
Alright, so I hope you guys have enjoyed watching me take that apart, and do note that the footage is undoctored in any way. That's actually how fast I work. Up next, squeaky clean photos of everything after I cleaned it.